Hello, salam, sawubona, jambo. Hello, everyone. I am Soraya Mentor, and this is Africa Beyond Borders. Now, on this week's episode, we are going to dive in a little bit back to one of our very special episodes. We're going to be tapping into Caleb Zola's story, followed by Danzel Jarvis. So, stepping into our first clip for the day, we are chatting to Caleb Zola, who is a deep passion for music. Caleb grew up in South Africa, but also a little bit in Namibia, and he's here to share his adventures hopping between the two countries, and also something special that he did in USA. Stay tuned. Hello Namibia, hello Africa. I am Soraya Mentor and you are watching Africa Beyond Borders. On this show, we chat to amazing Africans who've traveled beyond their home countries. It is all about culture and how we carry it and celebrate it everywhere we go. Today's guest is Caleb Zola, and we were just speaking about his title because he's such an artistic person, from theater to musician to performer to social media. Hi, Caleb again.
Hey, Soraya.
We were just chatting about how Caleb grew up in Cape Town, traveled around South Africa,
Mhm.
moved to Namibia, and his journey now going to USA, which was this year. And I just want to tap into it. And before we move on, Caleb has gotten the title. He's currently studying music and psychology, double major. Oh my gosh, he's
Double
gotten the
major.
he's gotten the title of, I want to say this right, the Golden International
Key.
Honorary Society Award. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Yay!
Yes. Yeah, it's a big title. Oh my goodness.
Top
Yeah,
15% in
Golden
your
Key.
course in South Africa. That is
Yes.
massive.
Yes. Yeah, I'm just so grateful. Golden Key. I mean, studying is a lot of work. I'll be the first to admit that, especially doing two different things, music and psychology.
Yeah.
And for those who are wondering, I'm taking both of them so I can do music therapy. That's where I see myself in a couple of
Wow.
years' time. And so, you know, it it's so funny, Soraya. Like, yes, it's academic achievement, but it doesn't feel like it's a chore when it's something that you love doing, you
Mm-hmm.
know? So when you really love something, you're passionate at it, you work hard at it, and then, the marks and the results show. So I'm, super grateful. Golden Key offers so many opportunities and networking opportunities, and yeah, I'm just so grateful. Yeah, that long title, but it's more so that it just shows that the hard work does pay off. And I'm just, yeah, so grateful that I can do what I love and, get the academic recognition of it as well.
And not only are you doing it just to get by, you're doing it excellent. Congratulations on that award
Yes.
again.
Thank you.
I'd like to
Thank
tap
you.
into your journey into, oh, welcome. I'd like to tap into your journey to USA. Firstly, how did that
Yes.
begin? Where?
So again, my church, the Salvation Army, has, wonderful opportunities and has afforded me so many cool experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And in the States, where our church is a lot bigger, they offer summer camp programs. And so, um, due to, my parents being as hardworking as they are, they've made so many connections along the way. And one of their American connections was, they were thinking of me for the music counselors on a specific camp.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, would you be keen on going to the States? And I was like, absolutely. Yeah, I would love to go. It's always been my dream to go to the States. And yeah, we got the ball in motion, got my visas, got my paperwork. And then around the end of May, I left it was a 16-hour flight from Cape Town
Sure.
to Washington, Washington, D.C. And then from there, I flew to Houston. And then from Houston, I landed in Jackson, Mississippi, where I was camped for like 2 months, which was absolutely amazing. Oh my word, dreams coming true. being able to do my passion and working with children and two of my favorite things that I love doing. And then I got a chance to go to a music institute in Kentucky. And then afterwards, around actually like a month ago today, actually, flew back to South Africa, ending my journey in the States. But it will not be the last time the States see me. Some
Definitely.
exciting things coming up. And yeah, so I'm just waiting for my studies to finish, and then more plans will be made. And that's all I can say for now. But yes, the States was absolutely amazing.
I would love to know, going there as a music counselor, I'm sure you had your own prep, but what did you learn when you went there and interacted with this youth?
I'd say not a culture shock, but a culture experience. Was we see a lot of America through the lens of social media and TV and movies, and being in person, experiencing it is a completely different experience. I'm very grateful. I'm not oblivious to the fact that, America is a very place, politically, socially, economically, and especially coming from a South African background, I was very careful and mindful of what I said and what I did. But honestly, it was the most amazing experience. Everyone was so kind and so welcoming. And being able to experience and work with all these children, you see how, music education really differs. And it's awesome, being in a first world country like America, where the arts are more celebrated and more there's more effort and attention given to it, and you can
Yeah.
see by the results of these children. I mean, they're passionate and they're talented, like really early on. Not to say that South Africa and Namibia doesn't have that. I mean, compared to a lot of places, we're doing a really good job like music wise and instilling those traits in our young children. But when you see almost 100 million people, I don't even know, even more in America, where they it's celebrated so like effortlessly, and it was just so beautiful to see, and to help these children reach even another level of their music careers. And the fact that I had even just a small part to play in that, I'm so grateful. And so yeah, it was a lot of fun. Oh, it was just, yeah, I could write books about just how amazing the experience was.
I think you should. I think I would read all those books. I would buy all those books. No,
I'll send
knowing
you a
that,
copy, don't worry.
thank you, thank you, thank you. Knowing that you've traveled around America from Texas to Washington, D.C., and to Mississippi, because you tapped into arts, how did you find the arts in these different, should I say, states or regions?
Yes, the States. Yes, the States. You know, it was truly the first time in my life where I could experience, and I say Western culture because yes, we've got lots of different diverse cultures in South Africa, but we still, Africa, and there's still some things and traditions that just make us purely and uniquely and authentically African. And so going to a very much Western country and seeing how art and culture differs, it was really really cool because we're in South Africa. We love our like our choral and our linguistics and our indigenous languages and dancing and rhythm, which is just so beautiful and just it's just oozing culture. Not that it isn't done in the States, but they're a bit more modern, they're a bit more quick, they're a bit more advanced. They use a lot more technology, which I think is absolutely awesome. And the way that they do it and they play around with music, it is just so cool to witness. Um, but what I really, really appreciated is that they respected where I came from and my music background, and they were able to, they were so keen on listening to music that I
Oh,
brought, from back home in different languages, and they were just so curious and intrigued, which I really appreciated. And in turn, I was just as curious to hear about their music and how they develop their things. And it was just absolutely awesome. And yeah, it's really true that music brings people together. And I can, without a shadow of a doubt, say that despite where you are in the world, whether you speak English, whether you speak Afrikaans, whether you speak Xhosa, whatever language you speak, the power of the language of music has no language. As long as you can feel it, you have it.
That is so beautifully said. I absolutely love how you also exchanged your culture with someone else and they received it so positively rather. I absolutely love that. And you actually answered my next question, but we're going to move on rather. I would love to know, knowing that you recently went to America, I mean like May, June, July, August, like 4 months in this entire new continent. I would love to know, what traveling tips would you give me if I were to leave to America tomorrow?
I would say number one, when you get to the States or any country that doesn't use the rand, do not think in rands, guys. I promise you, you're not going to buy anything if you look at that exchange rate. So when you're in the States, think in US dollars, because then it like everything makes sense. Like when you see like $2 and you're thinking, yo, now I have to spend 45 rand. No, no, no. Don't think in rands or Namibian dollars. Think in US dollars. So that's the first thing. The second thing is traveling, you really see how big other countries, like especially first world countries, are when you get to the airports. Make sure you've got your belongings, tight and in order and organized because it makes going through customs so much easier. They give you like an order and a list of all the documents you have. You just give them the packet. I was in immigration for like literally 2 minutes because all of my documents were in order. So save yourself the hassle. Make sure you have it in a special binder. And they're really not evil and malicious people. Just make sure you make their job easier, and then they will make your life easy. And the last thing I would say is be prepared to answer loads of questions about your culture.
Wow.
And I don't say it like in a bad way. They just so that's just something I really appreciate. They were just so curious and interested to know about South Africa and about Africa as a whole. And so make sure you don't have to be the most politically inclined or the most historically inclined, but know at least a little bit of what is going on where you come from at back home so that you can have conversations with people because that's the best way you make connections and just share more of your culture. Just knowing a little bit of your history and a little bit of your politics, especially in a country that is very politically inclined like the States. And yeah, that's all I would say. The biggest things that I learned while I was there.
I absolutely love that. Those are tips I needed to write down. Where's my pen? Where's my pencil? I absolutely love to not think in rands because I'll be like, oh, it's just $2. It's not just
Yeah,
$2.
just think in dollars and you'll be good.
Caleb, I'm so sad to say goodbye to you, but have come to the end of the show.
Oh, but thank you for having me. It's been absolutely wonderful. You are so amazing. Oh, Soraya, love you long time, girl. Love you long time.
I hope you guys enjoyed that episode of Caleb. Now we're going to tap into Danzel Jarvis, who's a banker who recently just went to Barcelona and he's here to share with you guys his adventures to this amazing country. So if this is something you like, relax and enjoy the show. Welcome back, Namibia, to Africa Beyond Borders. We get to chat to amazing Africans who've traveled beyond their home countries. It is all about how we carry culture everywhere we go. Today's guest is Danzel, who is joining us from obviously Windhoek, Namibia, but he's here to share his experiences to Barcelona and what it was like for him. So just diving back into Barcelona. Just even saying the word Barcelona. I would love to know, what was your first culture shock that you had that you were like, yeah, this is not what we do back home.
Yeah, I think the biggest culture shock for me was the food.
Food.
Yeah,
Oh, I
food.
love food.
I think with us Namibians and Africans in general, you know, we like our natural foods, traditional food, and I think for especially for Namibians, we are meat eaters, you
Yeah.
know.
Ooh.
Yeah, so uh, Spain being I think it's a Mediterranean country. I'm not
Yeah.
quite sure, but they're heavy on, or they concentrated on seafood.
Oh, like
Yeah,
the paella.
yeah, the paella and the crabs, and yeah, we went to one market and there was more fish. I never seen so much fish in my life. Yeah,
Really?
so they have a lot of their seafood is quite something, but the meat, it's not the same. The meat is definitely not the same like back home, and that was something for me. I realized that, you know, like us, we like eating biltong and those type of stuff.
Yes, I was about to ask, so you had
Yeah,
no biltong.
there's nothing like that there,
Yes.
and the meat, it's, I think it's processed, or where I
Oh,
ate the meat was, I think that meat was processed because there's no chewing. You don't chew the meat. It just like, it's like,
is that
you
the way
know,
you can tell?
mesh.
It's just like,
It's like mashed potatoes. You put it in your mouth and it just disappears. Yeah. So I prefer our meat, you know, but
yes, Namibian meat.
their seafood was something else. Yeah, it was something very nice.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so cool. You mentioned that when you went to the festival. What festival was this? Or do they just have it
No, no,
in
not a
markets? Oh,
festival, a
markets.
market. So they have
Yes.
like open markets, where food, they call it food markets or food courts, where you just in the middle of the street. There's just like a lot of guys with a lot of, each one having his own stall, and then this one sells meat, this one sells this type of fish, this one sells this type of
Ooh,
cakes, this one. So yeah,
so cool.
yeah.
I'd like to know, was there someone that struck a chord in you, like that you met and they just gave you a good experience of Barcelona?
I think the people in general, one thing I picked up is everyone is on their own pace. So it's like everyone is just, you know, moving and doing their own thing. Um, I would say that the you know, the nightlife, or let me say the nightlife and the vibe, because day and night it's basically the same.
Yes.
It's high paced, and once you get to talk to people, or once you get to socialize with the local people there,
Yeah.
they're quite nice, they're quite open, you know. But one thing is, not a lot of them speak English. So one
Oh,
thing I can advise, if you're planning on traveling, try to catch up on your Spanish, because yeah, Spanish is the language there.
yeah.
So you couldn't actually communicate with people.
Ah, so there's a lot of body language, like, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, you know, and then you're trying to say a word, but to our ears, I think Spanish and Portuguese sound the same, and you know, you're like
Yeah.
the Angolans here,
Yes.
so you like try to say a word, but you find yourself speaking in saying words that are in Portuguese, and the people don't understand. So yeah, it was it that was so language is a thing. We ended up using translators.
Oh, the apps.
Yeah,
That is so
cell
smart.
phones. Yeah, so you'll talk, and then the person talks back, and then you read what the person said, and
Yeah.
yeah, you end up communicating like that. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
I would love to know, was there something that you did to feel connected to home in the 2 weeks that you went? So did you listen to some Namibian music, or did you call someone just to be rooted back to your home?
Yeah, no, we in the 2 weeks when I was there, I had regular communication
Yeah.
back home. I spoke to my family on a regular basis, and yeah, just to you know, share the experiences, the photos, and so forth, and have those discussions. So there was that constant
Constant.
communication. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
I'd love to know the person, the Denzel that went to Barcelona before, who went before Barcelona and who came back. What were some of the differences that you found in yourself, in your thinking, or even your mannerisms with how you do things now?
I think the biggest difference, or the biggest change that this experience created within me, was it opened up my mind. You know, there's a lot of Namibians or Africans that I know that you're born in Namibia, in Windhoek. You get a job here, you stay here, you go to vacation in Swakop, or maybe if you do, you
Yes.
go, somewhere to the farm or so forth. And a lot of people, they don't make the time or save up the money to go out and experience the world. I think it has unlocked the hunger in me to become a frequent traveler, because it opens up your mind to what, if you're stuck in one place, you become narrow-minded.
Yeah.
So when you travel, you start seeing things that, like for instance, let me just make a simple example. In Namibia, cars are a big thing, Cars are,
Yeah, yeah.
guys, once they get their
It's a
first job,
status.
they need to buy either it's a GTI or something proper,
Yeah.
And on that side, people hardly drive cars.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do they cycle?
They cycle, they walk a lot,
Oh.
and there's public transport like trains and stuff like that. So it opens up your mind, and it allows you to realign your priorities. So I think traveling is good. Like for instance, also when we were in Barcelona, during the time we were in Barcelona, there was the Formula F1 in
Ooh.
Barcelona. Now, obviously, I didn't have the funds to go and view, but we did go on a boat cruise, and the guy that took us on the boat cruise actually took us past the yachts, and you could see like, guys, people are having money in this world.
It's a different world. It's not
Yeah,
a golf. We're
yeah.
talking yachts.
Yeah, so that experience, and just to see like, okay, there's this is wealth, and this is,
Yo.
and people are down to earth, and
Yeah.
and I think in our culture, if someone, or you find guys that when they have a GTI or something like that, then they think they made it. But if you start traveling, you'll realize like, it's not about that, it's about experiences, it's about people and so forth, yeah. So
Yeah.
I think the biggest change I would say is it has unlocked the hunger in me to start traveling more.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
mind is even going to expand even bigger
Yeah.
than it is what it is right now.
Yeah.
I'd like to know from, you've been to Madrid as well and then to Barcelona. Have you seen major what differences in the cultures or even accents or things like that?
Yeah, so they're in Barcelona. There's, I don't want to butcher the name, but there's like a different just like in Namibia, you have different tribes there.
Yeah.
So in Barcelona, I think that there's a different tribe, and then in Madrid, there's a different setup. So Madrid is more, how should I say, more official, more corporate, more,
okay.
it's like more, I don't want to say stuck up, because it's not like stuck up, but it's more structured.
Not as chill.
Yeah,
as
in Barcelona, it's more vibey, it's more
I mean, people
carnival.
don't sleep, like you said.
Yeah, it's more like that. So even the teams, the Barcelona soccer team and the Madrid soccer
I
team,
like
you can
the fact that you
yeah.
think that I know that, but I don't. But let's go with that, yeah.
So if you look at the soccer teams, the outfits, you'll see Barcelona's outfit is more colorful.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you see Madrid's one, it's more structured,
Clean, yeah.
clean, and so that's basically the differences that you pick up between the
Yeah.
two cities. And then I think you need to, when you go to Spain, you need to experience both of them just to have the full experience of Spain of itself.
And eat
yeah.
fish.
Yeah, and eat fish, eat a lot of fish. Yeah.
To our Namibians watching now, just in closing, what advice, starter pack advice, would you give for someone who wants to travel to Barcelona? Like do's and don'ts for these travelers.
Okay, so do's, pick up on your Spanish. Yeah.
Espanol.
Do a small course, whether it's on this apps or something like that.
Yeah.
It will make you experience the trip on a different level. Don'ts. Don't entertain the street. street guy. So let me just give you an example of what happened. So in Barcelona, they have this big, I don't know if it's a cathedral or a church type
Okay.
of building, right?
Okay.
There's a lot of tourists there and it's massive. But now you have these guys in the street that's selling balloons, that's making jokes, that want to
Oh.
take photos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the one guy, we came, he gave us a balloon, and then he said he wanted to take a photo. And you know, Mos, okay.
Okay.
And then we told them no photos, we'll just have the balloon, Mos. And then,
Yeah.
and then the guy started going on. He's followed us like almost for an
What?
entire block, and he was just harassing us. He wants money, he wants money, he wants money. Yeah. So don't entertain those guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're gonna harass you. They're not gonna leave you alone.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I see a balloon in Barcelona, I'm like, no, we're not doing
Yeah,
balloons.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
do's learn Spanish, don'ts entertain street guys or street vendors.
Yeah, not vendors per se. You have your vendors that sell stuff, that's
Yes,
fine.
obviously,
But
yes.
these guys that come with cameras, that come with balloons, that look like
quick side
clowns,
hustle.
yeah, just stay away from them, yeah.
What else do you have to share?
Yeah, I think, when you're traveling, you just need to go and experience it for yourself, yeah.
I see. I love how you actually say how traveling opens up your mind and how it can transform you, and also just saving in general. How as Namibians we need to expand bigger than Swakop. Swakop is great, but we can do a bit
Yeah,
further than that.
yeah.
Oh, Danzel, it was absolutely amazing rather having
Yeah.
you here in studio. Thank
Thank
you for
you
your
so
time
much.
as well.
It's a pleasure. Thank you, Ne?
I just hope to go to Barcelona one day. I could talk to you forever.
Yeah.
And thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
So from Africa Beyond Borders, this is all we have for you guys for today. Don't forget to join us every Monday at 8:30 p.m. on DSTV channel 285, GoTV channel 25, and you can stream every episode on oneup2.com. See you guys next week.